add a little muscle over here and add a little muscle down here. So I'm going to drill some holes in it so I can put some foam in it. I'll wrap some cellophane around it, let it expand, and fill those areas that need bulked up a little bit. All right, we've got some cellophane, and we get it put on here in a close position. That way when I put the foam in, I can go ahead and just tack it pretty quickly. The septum tool allows you to put that curved slot in there for you to insert the septum sheath. Give it a pink inner nostril along the septum. Keep in mind, you know, when you skin these deer out and turn their ears and stuff, you got a pretty good idea how much muscle surrounded that ear butt. That's kind of like what I like to do when I'm determining how much clay. I'll roll a cylinder out and then cut it in half. That way I've got equal amounts on both sides. And I start with that. That's a little bit more muscle than what come out of the deer ear, but there's a pocket here that isn't in the skull when you cape that hide out. So there's a little bit of excess clay here to allow for that ear butt to go in, and so that's why it's a little bit more clay than the amount of muscle that comes out of there. Then of course this clay is going to tuck up in there in some spaces around the skull cap. Then I just circle the ear, not putting very much on the back side, just that later, and then putting more on the top. Pre-sculpting those muscles. And it's just a matter of bringing the clay that you just put on there back up to the ear, tucking it in that slot there. And with the antlers on there, you can get a good idea what how far up the ear can go, how far back or forward in the position. And of course, since this is set in modeling clay, it stays wet while a couple of days after you mount it, you can still adjust the ear location. I usually like to send my clients a picture once I get them mounted, and that's one thing that most people are kind of particular on, and as for good reason, I am too. They want a particular ear position, so I try to give that to them. If you want to keep track of the different videos that I'm going to do through the season here, just hit subscribe. That way you won't miss anything. Some of these, like this particular mount, is going to be probably in a couple of parts. A little shim underneath the skull cap to get the skull cap raised up where it needs to be on the brow. line that laser line up where it's going to be about the same height as the pupil in the eyeball, just above the corner of the eye, about a 1/4 inch on both sides. And that gives me a reference mark when I play the eyes in. Very important to get that eye seated all the way back to the bed, to the back of the eye. You don't want any clay thickness between there. Well, it's been a big day. But like all other days, this is the day that the Lord hath made. Rejoice and be glad in it. Thank God for allowing me to do what I do. And may God bless you, and hope you enjoyed watching. Subscribe, that way you don't miss out on the next one. Thank you.